Hi, I'm Jonah Comstock, Editor-in-Chief of Forum, and I'm joined by Teresa Whalen, CEO of CytoAgents. We're at LSX in Boston. Tell me a little bit about yourself and about CytoAgents.
Yes, I'm the CEO of CytoAgents, and we are a clinical stage drug development company with an asset CTO-1681, an oral immune modulator looking to prevent cytokine release syndrome and a subsequent neurotoxicity called ICANS. So ICANS and CRS are really two manifestations of a hyperactivation of your immune system, causing overwhelming inflammation.
So I've heard about CRS often in the context of cell therapy as a side effect. Is that sort of what we're talking about?
We are talking about that for sure, but there are many triggers of CRS. We think about them in broad categories as a consequence of cell therapy or immunotherapy, as triggered by respiratory illnesses and autoimmune diseases. So CytoAgents, our initial focus is in oncology in the area of CAR-T cells triggered CRS. And our drug CTO-1681 is currently in a phase 1b/2a trial where we're enrolling lymphoma patients receiving CAR-T cell therapy, and up to 95% of them are at risk for CRS, and then 50% of those go on to develop ICANS. So this creates a tremendous bottleneck, and by preventing these toxicities, we're sort of the missing link to increasing access.
I mean, what's the standard of care right now? Is there any treatment for CRS for ICANS?
There are some treatments. At the first sign of fever, there are some therapies that are given, but because they really target just a single cytokine, these patients go on to require high-dose steroids more often than not. And so our drug is similar in that it is a broad immune modulator, but it's much, much safer than a steroid. So our drug is oral and it's safe, and it could be seen as a steroid-sparing solution, which would be ideal for the outpatient setting.
That's really interesting. What brings you to LSX? Are you looking for collaborators, partners?
Yes, so we're currently in the midst of a Series B capital raise, and we're also looking for strategic partners to advance into a registrational trial, which we look to start second quarter of 2026.
Great, but you have a lot of confidence in the treatment so far based on the data.
Yeah, so currently we're in a 1b/2a combined trial. We're enrolling lymphoma patients. We're exploring 3 dose levels, and we're evaluating safety, tolerability, and efficacy. So we're currently enrolling our second cohort. It's been very safe to date. We haven't seen any clinically significant side effects. We've seen no interference with the CAR-T itself, and so we're looking to dose escalate and start to really evaluate efficacy.
Wow. And what's the market opportunity here in the long term?
Yeah, because there's so many triggers, and because the field is growing exponentially, there's over 400 CAR-T and T-cell engagers in the pipeline, all of which have some degree of CRS. So as that landscape is exploding, our market is also exploding, and we can really be a solution across the board.
That's really great. I know we're early in the show. It's just almost lunchtime. But
Yeah.
Anything you've kind of seen or heard so far that's been interesting, or any interesting conversations you've had?
Yeah, it was really interesting to participate in the CEO Forum yesterday and really have conversations with industry leaders and to discuss the challenges in the field, and just focusing on how can we best create value, reduce risk, and be as capital efficient as possible. So that was a great forum yesterday.
That's great. What's one kind of takeaway you had?
I think just really focusing on value creation and getting a data set that's grounded in strong science is what's going to push the company to the next level.
Great. Yeah, I think what's really interesting about the show is you've got the smaller biotechs and the big pharmas, and there's really an opportunity with them to talk about what do you need, what can we offer?
And where's the win-win?
Yeah.
And what's the timing, and what does everybody look? what data are we looking to generate and what data are they looking to see, so that there can be some sort of a collaboration or transaction.
Well, thank you so much for talking with me, and
thanks
good
for
luck.
having
It
me.
sounds like a
It's nice to
really
meet you.
promising product.
Yeah, thank you.